tonight is the 21st night of September, just like that one song said. Nice. I'm going to take the opportunity to reflect on 2020 because I have the power to do that, and also for archival purposes and things like that, so I can look back into what I used to think. Now, what do I think of 2020 so far? It's alright, it's okay, I guess. Considering my circumstance, it wasn't too bad. But watching the world pseudo end, if there's a word for that, like not end, but it looks like it's ending. Seeing the world in such a bad state just concerns me to the point where I'm actually questioning if we're going to make it out alive. So, it is to be stated, I guess, that reopening school, like we've reopened already, and it's not too bad. High school is just high school. It just never changes. Well, some things have changed, like the fact that lockers aren't used anymore. Uh, it's still kind of the same as if it were a movie about high school. Like the stereotypical things, some of it is there, but some of it is not. Like, to my knowledge, there are people trying out for sports teams, I think, but the announcements sound like that trombone sound that everyone probably knows about. 2020 in general, it's like I said, it just feels like the world is about to end when it's not. Everything has been so out of this world. It's just kind of very difficult to conceptualize. The fact that I am living through this time, it's actually real. Like, the events, somehow, probably in the future, people are going to have a history test on things that happened in 2020. I kind of want that to happen, maybe, but if it's just going to be boring, like dates and a list of things that happen, I'm not up for it. But, like, if there's going to be a history test specifically for 2020 and all the bad things that happen in it, that would be great. So, I'm running out of things to talk about. That's nice. So, if I were to consult my past self, the past self I'm referring to being the one in April, where he was worrying so much about school, middle school. Oh, it turned off. There we go. Middle school was a social experiment. In a sense, it's a large social experiment to see if people are actually prepared for high school. And now that I am in high school, it just feels weird. It feels like preparing for a test, but the test has slightly different answers. No, it has slightly different questions for than the one you practiced for. So, my advice to my past self. Wow, I'm realizing that I'm meandering here and making multiple tangents. Advice for my past self would be don't worry about Don't worry about two. Don't worry about school so much. I don't know. Like, try not to internalize the compliments too much. Just know that they probably don't care if you write 5 paragraphs than 30. Yeah, that's that. And shut. Tied shut? No, it's tied tight. Is it? I don't know. What else can I talk about now? Wow. I can see that it's getting pretty long. I mean the video length. So it is a magical time. There are things that I have never thought would ever happened. So there's that going for it. And I hope that this would probably die down by 2030. I'm going to hope 10 years. This will all be over. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. But my lowest guess is that in 10 years, everything will go slightly back to normal, if that is a feasible goal for humanity. Personally, my academic life is doing okay. Oh, there I am on another tangent. Wow. I'm just wow. Yeah, my outlook on 2020 in general was just surprise, disbelief, worry, and other funky emotions that I would probably never feel normally. And that's my critique of 2020.